good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to set up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Quickly complete. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough edges on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Now they'll run it on the toss. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Talking to their coaches, coaches. They said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass, nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away.
Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, do I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He might want another play. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and get him the touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Ends it off on the counter. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Going to swing it on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This crowd on hand trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They go right back to it. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. And the Gators get getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field.
That's going for the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
The best running backs are the guys that can just snip out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Udo. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job on the knee.
Now the play fake. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll set up to throw. He's going for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over Minnesota. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when to go. Oh, ball's out! And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Right down the middle. It's caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Fakes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. This crowd trying to do it's hard to get inside the kicker's head. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate, and listen, kick.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third down, he drops to throw. Going to try to get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. The Gators will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They booted away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening this drive going to the air. Going for it all. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be fourth down.
And now, and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Fires to the big fella. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will give them the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good foot. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, and second down's coming up.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Got his man on the right.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We worked on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Looking to the big tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's open on the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one and a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, such the always guys that play the same way.
After the missed connection, it's third down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. He's going to take off. There he goes. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this fourth down way more manageable. It's tough when you got fourth in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. the drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most.
Looking for a deep man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. And it's caught inside the 25.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Gators! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Working on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. The quick out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
They just keep firing. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that 1st down marker. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've...
Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And the route is on. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Gator! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Fires to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Finds his tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This one's complete.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy.
Going downfield for the big play. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Working that left side now. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Spits it out to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Leaves it with the back. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Here's a throw downfield late. Well, this one had all